how to flip houses without money or a job. Did you know that you do not need a job or have tons of money in your bank account in order to flip a house? Did you know that I started flipping houses when I was bankrupt, multiple foreclosures, no job, and terrible credit from my parents' basement, and I made $17,000 on my first flip? Yes, well, it's all true, and I'm gonna share with you exactly how to get it done, and more importantly, how you can do it too. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
I'm gonna share with you a simple step-by-step process on how to flip houses that almost anyone can do, even if you're in your parents' basement. I'm gonna share with you 3 ways to speed up the process so that you can start flipping houses and make a profit in weeks, not months. And I'm gonna share with you the #1 trap that you need to avoid so you don't end up owning some crappy house that's not gonna make you any money. There are so many benefits to flipping houses. I know you've seen all those fix and flip shows. In fact, that's what got me into fixing and flipping. Unfortunately, on those fix and flip shows, they never really teach you how to flip houses. They love showing you all of the before and after pictures and all the beautiful appliances and how they decorated everything. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Flipping houses is amazing, but it is one of the riskiest things that you can do. Because if you don't know how to buy the houses, you can end up with some crappy houses and lose a ton of money. But when you are flipping houses correctly, it is one of the biggest profit makers that there is in real estate. Literally, taking a house that you get at a low price, fixing it up, renovating, and then selling it for a profit has made me hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars over the lifetime of me flipping. I used to fix and flip the wrong way, but when I learned how to flip it the right way, I became a millionaire and I was able to quit my 6-figure job. Flipping houses is an amazing thing that you need to be doing, and it's a great way to become a real estate millionaire. So let me tell you how you get that done. So let me explain a concept called wholesaling. Let me tell you, I started fixing and flipping basically from my parents' basement. Well, it really started in 2002, 2003. I was flipping houses with a full-time job. I had no idea what I was doing. I was in my early 20s, I had a full-time job, and there were people at the job that were flipping houses and making lots of money, so I just jumped in and started doing the same thing that they were doing. I used to watch those silly fix and flip shows, and I decided I was just going to do what they did. I found me a real estate agent. Big mistake, but that's what I did, and I started buying houses and then fixing them up and then selling them for a profit. Well, because the market was very forgiving and things were going on where prices were going up in value like crazy, I really had no idea what I was doing and I still made money. But in 2008, when the market crashed, I lost everything and ended up back in my parents' basement. I had to file bankruptcy, I had multiple foreclosures, I lost all the fix and flips that I was doing, and I ended up with terrible credit and no job and no money. Well, when I was in my parents' basement, I decided not to be a loser and learn how to do real estate the right way. I got me a coach and it changed my life. He taught me how to find people that were having property problems just like me, mostly people that were in pre-foreclosure, and get those people under contract and then flip those contracts to other investors for a profit. I immediately was able to make $17,000 on my first deal. Literally, I would put out bandit signs that said, "We buy houses for cash," or "Are you behind on your mortgage payment?" with my phone number. And people would call me off of those signs and the letters that I sent. Once I was able to get those people under contract, I could easily take those contracts and sell it to other people and assign the contract to them, and they would pay me like $5,000 for those deals. It was an amazing way for me to earn money and help people avoid going through foreclosure and ending up in their parents' basement like me. So I turned my life around, and then once I mastered wholesaling, then I got back into fixing and flipping where I really made a ton of money, and then I became a landlord with lots of properties. So now that you understand wholesaling, let me tell you how you use wholesaling and that whole concept to make lots of money fixing and flipping. So the reason that wholesaling is so amazing is because there's so many benefits, not just for you, the person that's wholesaling and finding people and getting them under contract. It's really a great benefit for investors that are looking for fix and flips. Literally, when you are fixing and flipping houses, which I got into, I would use wholesales to find off-market properties. Like I said, because you are finding people that are having a property problem, you are getting those properties under contract for pennies on the dollar. Usually I was able to get people under contract for what they owed on the mortgage. And so if the home was worth $200,000 and they had a mortgage for $140,000, they would sell me the house for $140,000 if I could catch up the mortgage. Because just think about it. They were about to go into foreclosure and they were going to lose their down payment, the mortgage payments they had paid, and they were going to be kicked out of the house by the sheriff. So if I was able to offer to catch up the mortgage payments or pay off that mortgage, and where they didn't have that as an issue anymore, they were happy to sign that contract over to me, and then I could turn that for a profit. Well, if you are a fix and flipper, you are always looking for properties that you can get at a discount, because this is how you make a lot of money fixing and flipping houses. You want to make sure that you are buying the house at a discount. You don't want to do what I did and go find a real estate agent to find homes that really don't even need many repairs. You want to find people that are having an issue and they're in a distressful situation, so they're looking for people to just buy the home cash or take over those mortgage payments and help them fix their credit. So fixing and flipping homes with wholesalers is the perfect way to be a fix and flipper. Literally, if you are a wholesaler, you can pivot and become a fix and flipper. Or if you are a wholesaler, you can work with fix and flippers and make tons of money and partner with them, just finding them properties for a profit. I literally have paid wholesalers up to $30,000 for one property because I made over $60,000 once I renovated and sold it for a profit. So fixing and flipping does not require you to have a job or money. Literally, once you learn how to wholesale properties, you really can become a fix and flipper. Or you can contact people that are already wholesalers and find those properties and fix and flip them. You never need to call a bank and get qualified, because you're finding people that are in distress, or you're working directly with a wholesaler and they have those properties already under contract. So this is an easy way to make tons of money fixing and flipping without ever using a bank, ever using your job, or having money in the bank. So this is an amazing conversation, and I know you probably know some fix and flippers even outside of those people on those fix and flip shows. Comment below and tell me if you know any fix and flippers. Where are they flipping houses at? What have their experience been with fixing and flipping? Tell me. I want to talk about it, and I want to give you some tips, tricks, and ways that you can make tons of money on your fix and flips. Comment below and let's talk about it. Last but not least, you need to start now. So many people say, oh, I'm going to start fixing and flipping next year, or I'm going to wait until I have this or I have that. But you really need to know fixing and flipping is very profitable. In fact, that is how I got those large lump sums of cash. I literally have had students that have made more fixing and flipping one house than they made working all year long. Think about it. The average profit on a fix and flip is over $60,000. That's more than most people make in a year. So if you could flip even just one house for a profit and make that much money, you definitely can become a millionaire, and you should not be waiting. Fixing and flipping is an amazing business. You can literally turn this into a full business, and not only just fix and flip, you can own a portfolio of rental properties and become a real estate millionaire, just like me. I have created an entire training where I teach you my exact formula for investing in real estate without using cash or credit. Go to noellsfreetraining.com and watch this entire training on how to do this. It's a full course. It was too much for me to put on YouTube, but I made this specifically for you so you can learn this entire thing and you can start making money in real estate without using cash or credit. Go to noellsfreetraining.com and take advantage of this, because I'm going to have to take it down soon. It's only a limited number of people that can watch this, so please go ahead and take advantage and get this training now. That's noellsfreetraining.com. Go there today. I just want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle. To your success.